Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Sacramento Miners and the London Monarchs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Sacramento Miners and the London Monarchs. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here in London. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down. Barnes. And he will find his man on the outside. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw on second down, Barnes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Barnes sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run on first down. Farrell, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Waters. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ready? 10 over. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Now.
Off the play fake. Waters. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barber. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
70, Indy. Get it.
On first down, Farrell, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. On second down, Farrell shedding the tackle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
60 out more. 50 Mike, 50
On third down, Waters. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike
2nd and 5. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
60 or.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this throw caught left side. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
And watch your leg.
6 guys.
On 1st down, Barnes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
90 Wolf. Like, you remember me. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On 1st and 10. Waters over the middle, complete. That's Barber. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Waters. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Come on, baby.
Give them 14 on that one, and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Waters. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing to start the drive, Barnes. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing on first down, Barnes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing to start the drive. Waters. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes rolling to his right. Shrugs him off. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barnes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Barnes. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
57. Mike, 57.
On first down, Waters. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup between Miami and Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready to break. 57, Mike 57.
Looking to throw on second down. Waters. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed
Super toe.
Go now. 8, read. 54.
Coming, baby, I'm coming.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead to 11-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ain't no set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one goes for 24 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
18 Gator. Here we go. Sit up. Now.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Barnes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Easy work.
94.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Turn.
Ready.
From the gun on third down. Barnes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Waters. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Waters. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
To throw on 3rd down. Waters. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Waters. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike by 4. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Deep rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for our entire crew, alongside Charlie.